We ready, man. We can. I'm saying I'm live, and you know what I'm saying.
Yep,
We
we
got
live. We
we
live
got the
and we
charges, right? We got the charges, right?
yeah, we got the charges, man, and we got a lot to talk about, including some breaking news that I'm just looking at. But before we do,
Hey, you got
let's
some I don't got. Okay, yeah. I like
yeah, we
that.
about to hold on. Let's get to it.
I
So what's up, everybody, and welcome to
yeah.
another edition of Broad Street Blitz Take, Leader Edition, with the host Leader Johnson and your boy Cool Cat Conwell, Leader.
What up, though, man? What's going on, y'all? Back on Broad Street, Biscuit. We got a lot to cover. Let's go.
Yep. And we just got some breaking news that just came up here.
Is
Source
Slizzy back? Is Slay back? Now go ahead, man.
No, it ain't Slay. It ain't Slay. It's
Uh-oh.
Defensive tackle Jalen Carter has a prosthetic, not a surgery on the shoulder this week, and he's getting treatment on both his shoulder. He's going to miss Monday night's game.
That's big. That's definitely big, man. Listen, unbelievable.
Yep, Jalen Carter.
We're going to talk about that. Last two games been crazy.
Yeah, let's start it off like that, man, because we haven't been around for these to talk about these last two games. So let's talk about these last two games, Leader. What's your reaction to the Eagles losing to both the Dallas Cowboys and the Chicago Bears?
And I've been sitting on this, man. I've been like, I never like to do anything after losses, but I keep it real unbelievably. The first game, Dallas, a lot of people was like, well, the defense should have days off. I was talking to one guy. The defense should be able to have days off. 21-0. The offense did their job. There's no way anyone should score 3 touchdowns anyway as a team against you anyway. You're not trying to get that happen anyway. You're a good defense. That's not what's going down. All right?
Mm-hmm.
Just one moment. No. Just hold on. How y'all doing, guys? I had to take a little pause there, y'all, but we back on Bullshit Mistake. No, what I'm saying about that, the whole thing about looking at this team, I feel like Dallas, that was easy. That should have been a walk-off win. 21-0. 21-0. And you talking about in the second half a total collapse. Adoree Jackson getting sunned. He got sunned. Listen, I'm gonna come back, y'all. Let me take a little break. I'm gonna come right back. I gotta address something real quick. I gotta take care of some business real quick. Cool Cat, let us know what you think about the Dallas game. Like the Dallas game was the big thing. Just start from the Dallas game. Be right back, y'all. In just a minute.
All right. Yep. So when it comes down to the Dallas game, y'all know where I stand with it. Y'all know where I stand with that game. Like the offense should have scored more points. That's my take on it. The offense should have scored more points, in my honest opinion. Shout out to the people rocking with us, man, on Blitz Take Leader Edition. Trust me, there will be more additions to the B.O.B.S network. So make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, like, subscribe, comment. Birds of Ross, the YouTube channel, all of our channels. But yeah, man, that game was crazy, man. You was up 21-0. For me, you could have scored more points, in my honest opinion. You could have scored more points, in my honest opinion. But you did not. Instead, what you did is you let the Dallas Cowboys go up and down the field on your defense. And what did your offense do? What did your offense do? Nothing. What did your offense do? Y'all saw it. Shout out to the 9 people rocking with us. Y'all saw it. What did the offense, do? Absolutely nothing on the offense side of the ball. So, in my honest opinion, you're muted, leader. You're muted. Oh, hold on. There you go.
All right, there we go.
Yep. At the end of the day, it was crazy, man. Because I wish the offense would have done more in the Dallas game, but they did not. Then the Bears game. That game was absolutely, positively a dibbly nuts. Like in the Bears game. Like I'm looking at
It was like these two games. The thing is, like that game, it was like everybody was a shell of themselves. The defense, like you could tell something is going on. And I'm gonna tell you this again, which is going on. Patullo, he done showed the shell. He done showed it. Like this is 2 games, and how's the offense not going? You got the weapons. You got AJ Brown's catching the ball now. Now it's not about stats. It's about plays because Jalen's been throwing. He'll throw for over 280 or 300. It don't even matter. They won't be able to make the plays to win the game. Patullo calling plays is bad. And then you're looking at the momentum part. The defense, that was a bad game against Dallas. Now, that was a stink up. Usually the defense does a good job. But you don't have an excuse by saying the defense should have days off. I heard this from a Eagles fan saying the Eagles should. It's all Jalen Hurts. This is a straight Jalen Hurts heckler. We got people out there talking Jalen. Jalen Hurts have been doing the best he can these last 2 games. Dallas played a good defense. Dallas played a good game. That's one thing we got to take away. Dallas played a good game. That second half, but that's no excuse. Philly should have kept that lead. They should. I don't give a. Dallas played a good game, but this is Philadelphia Eagles. This is not the Eagles that we know. We can see if we got in 2023. We all remember totally different team, totally different running back, different defense. Defense was trash. Stop comparing 2023 with this year. This is the Super Bowl champion Eagles. Nobody left. We talking about Josh Sweat, Milton Williams. Moro Jomo is having a better season than Milton. Look it up. Look up the stats. He's having a better season. We got Jalen. There are guys that are contributing. We got the team. People are just not – the offense not having that spark like they used to is different. When Brian Johnson was running the offense, at least they was scoring. He just couldn't call the right plays to make the game. You know what I'm saying? Calling the right plays that goes over and makes you score is what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. And in these games, Chicago was an embarrassment. Look, we had Chicago was here too. They were at the Westin Hotel. They were here. You know what I mean? Simone Biles was in Philly. Simone Biles, her boyfriend is Jonathan Owens. Terrell Owens' brother also was with the Bears. C.J. Gardner-Johnson was here. They all was at the hotel. They all was here. And you mean to tell me every time Denver was here, they was at the Westin. So you mean to tell me every time they stay here, this is home, man. This has to happen. This is what I think has to happen. Patullo, and this is honest. Because we giving it a whole year. Patullo got to stop calling plays. He needs, when Patullo was good, when he was chipping in for Kellen Clemens was calling plays. He had ideas, not calling the plays. He just chipped in plays. And they talking about Dable. You keep on hearing all this, listen, I just feel like right now he hasn't developed he's learning on the go still. And this is what we expect. This has happened before. But they learned from 2023. Remember, they was 10-1.
Yeah.
They're not 10-1 no more. So y'all have to stop comparing that. And they're not going to go to this is what I think ain't going to happen. Remember I was saying Cool Cat 15-2, right? That went down. Now, Remember I said 13-4, and I'm going to tell y'all the real deal. And this is it, Eagle Nation. I got a question on the Super Bowl. Because we don't know what this offensive coordinator is really up to. We don't know the full strength. It has to be a game where I see it. And I'm like, okay, Super Bowl. It has to be that game like when in 2017, when they went down Denver throat with Jay Ajayi, I said, oh, my God. This team can do it because Denver had a defense. And the way they did it, I said, here we go. And then I was like, Nick Foles can win games. Y'all talking about Carson was gone. Nick can win games. They had to give me their confidence. Jalen gave me the confidence, but this is simple. Y'all keep talking all this. Listen, Jalen is only doing what he's working with. He is looking in the playbook. He's making plays off of what his offensive coordinator is giving to him. Now, I'm not saying Jalen ain't made plays, overthrows or nothing, but Jalen has played good this year. Stop everything. Jalen has played good. The bad part comes when he tries to manage this playbook and make the plays out of it. That is it. The proof, last year. How is Kellen Clemens that much of a difference? My bad. I keep on saying Kellen Clemens. That's another. How is Kellen Moore that much of a difference? How is he that much of a difference with the same exact offensive weapons? I mean, it's been times he's been under pressure, and Jalen has been real good under pressure. But one of the best quarterbacks on third downs.
Yep.
Listen, that's just how it's been. Like we just got to do, but we got too many weapons. We spoiled with weapons on offense. John Dotson really, I mean, they ain't even using him as like they should. This man always, when he catches the ball, is big play. You got A.J. Brown had to cry for the ball. Devontae Smith has been the one getting the ball. Dallas Goedert, he's been doing this thing. So how come you can't make these plays? Cameron Latu, you got to give him a shout out. He's been a good blocker. He's really been doing good this year. Good special teams player, playing tight end. This team you can do what you want. Grant Calcaterra ain't even getting catches this year. Last year with Kellen Moore, it was different. We know he can't block, but he can catch.
Right.
This offensive line is what are we looking at? When Stoutland, it's not Stoutland. When Stoutland was running this line, when Stoutland's been the coach, they always are good and ready. But when you got the plays where you're not blocking right, you got to block right and open up holes for the running game. How come it was happening with Kellen Moore with the exact set line minus Becton? What is going on? It's simple. He's not calling the right plays. They are not working these plays. He's finding out plays on the go. They go in the game. You got playmakers, and they work because you got the playmakers. Same thing with Brian Johnson. In 2023, when they had him, A.J. Brown had an unbelievable year, got the highest paid contract and in receiver history until Jefferson took it and Chase took it. A.J. Brown had a career year. You know why? Because he had the two 1,000-yard receivers and 1,000-yard running back. You know why? Because he had the weapons. He could just Jalen Hurts was just winning games off talent. They was Jalen Hurts had talent himself, running the ball, throwing the ball. They were all playing off their own talent. Brian Johnson, that's how you look at their offense. But when you're calling plays, you win Super Bowls. Kellen Moore. When you're calling the right plays, you win Super Bowls. It's simple. Patullo it's just not. Maybe with another team. Remember, you're hearing about the top candidates. I was tripping. That's crazy. He's like a top candidate. If anybody's heard this, he's a top candidate. So predicted to be a top candidate at the end of the season for head coaching jobs. I mean, right. It is what it is. But I just think that these two games they got to get this offense for. This is no question. You got to prove to me 13-4 is what I'm thinking. I don't think they're going to lose.
The next game is the Chargers. Then we got the Raiders. Then we got the Commanders, the Buffalo Bills, and the Commanders.
Right. So Eagles can beat anybody. What do we talk? I was telling one guy, I said, "Listen, I have to see them lose the game. Well, of course, it's a thing they need to work on, but they're the Eagles. This is a team that has proven time and time again what they can do."
Yep. So let's go ahead and let's preview this game versus the LA Chargers. What's your thoughts on this game and how you think this game is going to play out? And plus, our X factors and stars of the game.
Well, the Chargers have Justin Herbert. Is he going to be available in this game?
We don't know yet. We got to see the injury report later on today.
Okay, so one thing is for sure, two things for certain. Cool Cat, we know when the Eagles, when they put their back against the wall in controversy, we all have seen big games. Mm-hmm. They answer it every time. You talking about offense? Well, you saw A.J. Brown get down this year. You're talking about A.J. Brown getting the ball last year. You end up getting it in Pittsburgh. You're talking about the Eagles beating. Oh, they got to beat a team. They beat Baltimore. Is Jalen Hurts? Is that what y'all wanted to see? We've all seen them answer the next year. Remember last year, that year when it was like Jalen Hurts, the quarterback, right? And he was like, okay, we got the 2 draft picks. Are they going to trade up for a quarterback or Jalen Hurts got to play good? He did good. Then we talking about 2023. He had too many turnovers. He got 5 the next year. Jalen Hurts now has only 2 interceptions? Mm-hmm. Listen, Jalen Hurts gets better. He answers calls. The Eagles do it. This game, you're not going to tell me that they're going to just lose. No, I'm sorry. This is the Eagles, and I'm still going with the expectation. They got the roster. They got Barkley. I think the Eagles win this game. Now, what I think happens, it could be more me talking about. I used to talk blowouts. Now, I think it could be a good, depending on what happens at quarterback. I think the Eagles could shut them down to 20 points. Where are they at? We're talking about Jalen Carter not playing. That's going to be a big factor. Is Herbert battling Jalen Hurts? Or is Hurts battling? Is he battling another quarterback over there? I mean, it all matters. If it's a backup quarterback, I think the Eagles are going to dice them up. If it's Herbert, then we're going to have a game. Herbert's given a lot of people good games. He had a good season this year. He's going to give Eagles a game, like Stafford gives us a game. My X factors.
Yep.
Offense and defense. Offense. Barkley, Barkley got to kick up, and I think he's ready to do it. There's been a lot of talk of people taking accountability. I think Barkley has that game, and Hurts let y'all know who he is again because it's a quarterback duel. If y'all know this or not, Hurts usually is a big time. I mean, you're looking at Dak Prescott. They didn't have that quarterback duel wasn't far-fetched at all. Like a couple of points in quarterback ratings apart. Hurts is doing good against other quarterbacks. He always does it. So I think him and Barkley is it. On defense, I think Jalen Phillips does his thing, and I think Quinyon Mitchell does his thing. I think we need that from Quinyon, and we need that from Jalen Phillips. I think those two will be the big guys and the big what I think the score would be. I think Philly has the team. Philly can go anywhere from 24 to 35. I mean, they have the team to be 35 on this team. Like, what gives you to not think Jim Harbaugh can beat Nick Sirianni. It's like I'm just saying, like the expectations are real, but what Patullo does against his defense, will he make them look better than what they are? That's what he's been doing with defenses this year. These defenses have not listened. Dallas had 40 on them against Green Bay. We shut Green Bay down. 7 points. So it's just all depending on what the Patullo we get. We get the Minnesota Patullo. We get the New York Giant Patullo. What do we get? That's it. Like this put up or shut up. Like now we're in the season where they're 8-4. Listen, I gotta see Super Bowl. I gotta see it. I'm telling you right now, they'll make it to the conference championship. And you know what? Matter of fact, honestly, they'll make it to the Super Bowl. But winning it, are they ready to win it? Conference championship is the lowest part here. I don't think Philly will go that far down, to where they no. But to win the Super Bowl, will they do it? Do they have the, this team? I'm not scared of the Colts. That's the only thing why I'm not putting a pin on it. Who are y'all saying can beat the Eagles fairly, like 4 quarters? You think the Colts and the Broncos and all those, they were just like, these are not teams. When Philly wakes up, when the Eagles wake up, nobody can mess with the Eagles. We know this. We just got to see them wake up. That's it.
Yep. And for me, my X factor on defense, it's got to be Jahan Campbell now, because with Carter basically out, it's up to him to step up. He didn't get no touches. Go out there and prove what you're worth. And on offense, it's got to be Jalen freaking Hurts, man. It's time to show everybody, because a lot of people putting dirt on your name on 94 WIP, saying that we should get rid of you if we go on a collapse. It's people saying that people would fantasizing what the offense would be like if Tanner McGee was in there, and comparing you to Ben Simmons.
Unbelievable.
Comparing you to Ben Simmons.
Oh, my God.
Yep, they
welcome to Philly. Welcome to Philly, Jalen. Welcome to Philly. That is the most.
Comparing him to Ben Simmons.
I'm going to say this.
They're fantasizing what the offense would be like if Tanner McGee is on the field. And if the Eagles go on another collapse, everybody's job is on the line, including Jalen, even though he got a no-trade clause.
Listen. I'm going to say this.
Go ahead.
Philly, I love Philly. I love listen, but this is also welcome to Philly. You got some real live fans that not analysts that are on radio. That is unbelievable to say.
Yep.
With Tanner McKee, what are you comparing? The games again that he had when he was out and he was and then oh my God.
What the reason they say, but let me tell you, before I tell you, let me go ahead and quickly talk about this game. In other words, when it comes to this game, point blank period, I want you to win. I don't care how it looks. Get out there with a W. Try not execute. Like y'all was close. Y'all had accountability when it came to Smitty and Jalen. I want that again. Execute. Let's get some touchdowns. Let's get some scores. Defense, you got to hurt Herbert. You know what to do. You got to hurt Herbert. He cannot go up and down the field on y'all. Because I know Jim Harbaugh is watched the film as well. So get on that. I got a 24-20 game. It's going to be close because that's how we do. But let's get back to, and my X factors, like I said, Jahan Campbell and Jalen freaking Hurts. But when it comes to Jalen, yeah, man, they're only saying all this, leader, is because the offense ain't good, and they trying to pick the blame as to who to blame.
I know why they're saying everything. I know why they're saying everything.
They're pointing the finger at Jalen.
It don't make it righteous. It don't make it logical. It don't make it intelligent. It don't make it real. It don't make it right. Now I'm talking real. Like this man, we don't got to say what he done. Self-explanatory. I'm not gonna say that over again. It sounds retarded. It sounds absolutely retarded. Why would you say Tanner McKee? Why would you put in the conversation that the backup quarterback should be in for a Super Bowl MVP?
Because of the offense. In their mind, because they're trying to fix the offense.
It makes no sense. That's not that. I'm just telling you, that is a bad non-intelligent answer to yourself. To their that's not an intelligent answer. Not an intelligent answer. Tanner McKee.
Basically what they're saying is this. They're saying that these are the things that they're saying on 94 WIP before they kept quiet. On the morning show, they was talking about if the Eagles collapse, everybody's job on the line, including Jalen. Even though Jalen has a no trade clause, it's hard to trade him. On the midday show, because the offense ain't playing good and they're blaming Jalen, they wonder what the offense would look like if Tanner McKee was on the field. Maybe the offense would move down the field. Maybe we would score some points. Maybe this, maybe that if Tanner McKee was on the field, even though we would still have a banged up offensive line.
Makes no sense.
Right. And then because of the offense and because of Jalen, and because Jalen ain't going to the team, Jalen ain't doing this. Spike. Spike compared Jalen to Ben Simmons.
Let's go past that. So about somebody named Spike. Who was Spike?
On 94 WIP.
Oh, Spike. Yeah. That's head hittering that a person gets on the radio and comes to his mind and says the offense is doing bad. I wonder with Tanner McKee, go to the resume. I don't got to say the resumes. Just compare resumes, and you throw that, and that's your answer. So, and Jalen Hurts is the problem. No, that right there, we don't need you making no decisions, my man. That sounds. And then you say Ben Simmons.
He said Ben Simmons. Spike said that what Jalen Hurts is doing as a leader, as a quarterback, and all that.
As a leader, all this stuff. Ben Simmons. My man, look yourself in the mirror and look and don't go into the light, Caroline. Anybody see? Don't go. What is wrong with you? He really said that, and for people to hear him. All right, man. All right, okay. I know. I know we. That. Jesus, that was really said. Oh my God. He said Tanner McKee. He put Jalen Hurts in the same conversation as Tanner McKee and Ben Simmons.
The midday show with Hugh Douglas, the host of the midday show with Hugh Douglas.
Okay.
He said that. Spike said this. Listen. Hold on, let me turn it up.
That is.
Obviously, Jalen has thrived under pressure. If you would do me the service of just letting me say my truth right now. All right. We are in Ben Simmons territory with Jalen Hurts. Now, I want to get off the top. I don't think their mental makeup is the same. Obviously, Jalen has thrived under pressure. Ben Simmons did not thrive under pressure. Those things I agree with. I'm not saying everything is a parallel, but there are a lot of parallels that I see what's happening with Jalen Hurts that I saw with Ben Simmons. First of all, there are very basic things that Jalen can do as a quarterback to help the football team, just like there were very basic things that Ben Simmons could do to help the basketball team. Ben Simmons would not just go to the rim and get fouled, even though we knew he could on pretty much any play. Jalen Hurts will not run the football. Both are simple, that both things can help. Neither guy wanted to do it. Ben Simmons, although not a great three-point shooter, not even a good three-point shooter, refused to do it, refused to shoot corner threes. We see Andre Drummond shooting friggin' corner threes now. Ben Simmons wouldn't do it. They begged him to. Brett Brown begged him to publicly. They couldn't get him to do it, even though it would help the team. Jalen will not or cannot throw the ball over the middle, making the job of the offensive coordinator even harder. With all of these things that happened with Ben Simmons, the coach got blamed. Brett Brown just couldn't get it out of him. Brett Brown just couldn't figure out the right way to use him. Right? They got rid of Brett Brown, and it just got worse with Doc Rivers.
Like he's drunk.
Kevin Petullo and Nick Sirianni getting blamed for the things that Jalen Hurts will not or cannot do. Then we had with Ben the relationship with Joel Embiid. And we knew it was all frosty. And kept getting told it's not a big deal. They don't need to be friends. They don't need to be friends. They don't need to be friends. They don't need to be friends, which I can agree with, right? They don't need to be friends, but they need to be able to make it work together on the court. And with Jalen, we had the A.J. Brown thing. I don't care that they're not great friends anymore, but they don't seem to be able to even communicate on the field, right? So we had this whole big problem. And with Ben, every time you pointed out these issues, these very obvious issues that anyone could see, I would just hear 3-time All-Star, 2-time All-Defense. And with Jalen, every time you point out some of these things that could help the team, you just hear Super Bowl MVP.
Why are you so loud?
MVP. So now we're here and we're blaming the coaches. Oh, and one final thing. The other thing I heard with them, he just didn't build the right team, right? He's actually a small ball 5. If you just surround him with shooters, if you just surround and
He had some wild turkey.
you just need the exact perfect team around this guy because he has the ball all the time. And I just think we're at this point where it's
you sound like a fan.
Now,
sound like a fan.
Top, I believe in.
He don't sound like an analyst. He sound like a fan. Like that. Did y'all see him throw Andre Drummond in the like the comparisons with Ben Simmons? For one, is basketball and football. Okay, there's just 2 things we're gonna go. Then you're talking about you're trying to relate what he went through and what. Like he never improved. Like Jalen Hurts got these things thrown at him, and he never improved in no way. Like I just don't know because we saw it 2022.
In other words, ladies and gentlemen, what Spike just said. Jalen Hurts can't run.
You heard it. Yeah, they heard
it. Ain't throwing down the middle. The coaches is being blamed. The relationship with AJ, and they're only if we
relationship
topics. If we talk about all the topics that I just said, all we say is Super Bowl MVP.
AJ Brown, he's saying that they're not friends anymore. They're definitely friends. He's the godfather of his kid. You're talking about what they're doing as athletes on the football field. Then you're hearing all these inside stuff that it's not been confirmed. Nothing's true. Like the Eagles have dealt with all this. It's nothing.
Exactly.
And then he's comparing. That was unbelievable. That was then Tanner McKee and Ben Simmons and Andre Drummond were. All right, I'm out. Listen, I'm out of here, y'all.
Yeah, man.
It's been great. I'm about to go. You know what I mean? I'm about to hit another joint. Listen, I'm glad to see y'all, man. Broad Street Blitz State, glad to be back. See y'all after the game next Thursday. Yep. Shout out to everyone that supports Hardcore Sports Network, and we out, man.
Yep, and for me, shout out to A-Boys for Life. Yeah, Carter is out. We'll talk about that more on later this week. And, man, we'll see y'all next week, man. Be out, be safe, be blessed, go Birds, and don't listen to 94 WIP.
Oh, my God. That was crazy. That was crazy.
Yeah, peace out, y'all.